Thank you.
How is this supposed to work? Cluster. Jeez. Welcome to an episode of A Distinguished Conversation. Today we have way too many people in the studio, not just minorities. But yeah, to the right of me I have Atticus.
Hello.
To the right of him we have Cody.
Hello.
To the right of him we have Josh Kampe.
Hello.
And to the right of Josh Kampe we have my dear friend Maxwell.
Hello.
Gotta get that in there. Do a little sip. You know,
we're drinking liberal tears.
it used to be a 35 pack, and now it's almost gone because I've had people come over like every week, and they're like, "Oh, come." Great. So yeah, Max wanted to do his episode of Traditional Thinking, and he's here, so he was like, "Hey, let's do another Distinguished Pop-Up episode." So yeah, we got another one of those. Today I have some games for us to play. We might have to adjust the rules a little bit, but yeah. How's everybody doing this week?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good?
I am doing pretty good. I've told Cody. I haven't really told Josh, but Josh inspired me without knowing it. I have made a lot of 50-page books and never gone into it. And from listening to your episode with Josh, it inspired me when I write again.
To work
but this
on it?
time when I thought about it, I had a full-fledged world and plan in my head. Like, I told Cody about it, and like he can agree that I actually have a whole plan this
And he's
time.
asked me to write a book too.
Nice.
Josh has helped
I'm glad I
re-spark my
helped you
passion.
guys.
You know, I kind
I've
This
of...
been
is
reading
why
Josh's
Josh is
and
our
it's really
daddy.
He has been reading.
This is why he's our daddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can hear why he's the daddy in traditional thinking. But
You're welcome. I
but-
segue right there. I'm good at this.
but yeah. That being said, I actually started writing again too this week.
You're welcome, everyone.
I haven't done any writing, but in about a month, you know.
I don't know if it's because of that, but it definitely like helped a little bit. I don't know. I saw the new Indiana Jones film. I saw it twice.
Twice.
I think it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really? I was
Yeah.
really
Yeah, I've
hoping
heard
for
it's
good things.
kind of bad.
Well, here's the thing. My dad, he saw it. He liked it. And
It can't be about
that's-
aliens again, though.
Honestly,
And
I
they're
didn't
fighting
think
Nazis.
So my first showing after I got home, I went home and watched Kingdom at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I don't think Kingdom is nearly as bad as everyone says it is. I think it's actually really good.
I didn't mind that one. Yeah, I have the unpopular opinion. I liked that one.
You can hear about this once I do the video essay about it, but I'm like almost 1,800, or I think I'm past 1,800 words into it already. So yeah, no, I've been working on this little video essay for the last couple days now. So yeah. But that being said, let's get to the thing at hand. So do we want to start with if you had to, or I wish I didn't know?
If you had to.
Yeah,
If you had to. Okay.
Yeah.
So I might just do this like one at a time then.
Well,
because-
he gets that. Atticus, I wanted that story from earlier, man.
Which one?
The. Do you know what I say on the?
I mean,
the,
I don't
your
know which one you're referring
favorite high
to.
story.
My which one?
Your high story.
My high story. Oh, yes. My absolutely incredible story about taking 800 milligrams
100 milligrams.
by
Are you
mistake.
Lord?
Not a big guy.
Okay, so story went. I was living at my aunt's at the time, and an individual that I know, I will not name drop them for protection, I guess.
Can't rat out our past.
Exactly. But anyway, this individual had edibles and said, "Hey, you should take some of these." And I was like, "Oh, sure." I'm never gonna turn down free weed. So I received the edibles, not knowing how much was in them.
How many edibles did you get? Was it just like a handful?
Basically, yeah. And I was, I'm there, I'm playing Fortnite. I'm just, popping one after another. And I'm like, damn, I'm pretty high, right? And I'm like, I'm going to call it a night. And so I fall asleep and I wake up around 2 a.m. and it's like nothing I've ever experienced before, where I'm just like, oh shit, this is not normal. and so then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And then at this point it hit me, I'm like, I have work in the morning. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta set an alarm. So I set an alarm for 7, right? I try to fall back asleep. It felt like in no time my alarm's going off and I have to leave. And so I get ready and I'm going. So I'm working as a swim instructor. So I'm teaching children how to swim. And this was the first day I was going to be working on my own without supervision of another teacher. And so I show up, kind of early, right? And I just go and, I'm in the employee break room and I'm just sitting there like, this is not good. I need to do something. I'm like,
how many hours has it been at this point?
It's been a while, like maybe like 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah, it had not been that long. It was not that long a time. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, I got to make myself throw up. I was like willing to just gag myself and throw up on the floor just so I could get out of work. But I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I'm like, that's not reasonable. So I go up to my boss and I tell her, I'm like, hey, I'm about to throw up. I need to like leave, right? I was just like, I honestly, I don't know how I got there either. That's one thing. I remember going outside to get in my car, going to a gas station, and then showing up at work. Nothing in between. Nothing in between. But somehow I just got there. Somehow I did not die. But so I go up to my boss and I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I'm sick. I'm worried I'm gonna throw up in the water, right? And she's like, oh, well, go try to find somebody to sub for you, right? So I'm like, I'm trying to call people, and it's like I feel like I don't have the capability to use my hands to dial people's numbers, and so at this point I just like give up, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna have to teach. And I have no idea how I made it through it.
Do you remember anything you taught?
Yeah, because it's basically the same thing every time. You just follow like a schedule.
I just like to imagine that some kid drowned because he taught them the wrong information on this one day.
This one day I tell them, no, it's okay. You can just go all the way to the bottom.
Always dive in 2 foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, imagine that snowball. If that kid survives,
and he's going to teach their kids.
It's passed down to the generations. You could be killing so many children.
I gave these children a generational curse of
wow,
terrible swimming.
So how long did it last? When did the high fade?
So I got off and I went home and I went to bed and got up the next day, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm okay. I don't really know because I basically just slept it off afterwards. But yeah.
So I think that leads to the only possible question. Would you rather you're a slave to the person on the judge's right, or you live the rest of your life on an airplane experiencing turbulence?
So we're all slaves to Atticus.
I suppose.
Or we're all on a plane forever in turbulence.
I'm okay with being safe. I'm sure you would be.
On my way back from Scotland, we had terrible turbulence. Terrible. It was up and down. We dropped like what felt like 10 feet in the air every couple seconds. And then we just go up and I thought I was going to die, man. I was praying. I was like, it's like that. You ever see the movie where like someone's going to die at sea and they're like, God, if you're real, let me survive and I'll serve. But I was just in the very back of this plane with this very, very nice, her name's Helga, flight attendant. She just looked at me. She coached me through.
That's so sweet.
Puffing in that bag.
Good for Helga.
Yeah. Helga.
Shout out Helga.
Shout out Helga.
She deserves a raise.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought I was gonna die. So I'd definitely rather be a slave to Atticus.
Man,
I'd be a slave to Atticus just because it sounds fun.
As our master, though, I'd
be a very good. I'd be one of the good slave masters.
Do I have to bark?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's what, y'all all wear leashes? Yeah.
Are we furries now?
This isn't slavery, this is a dream.
I'm your daddy.
Whoa, that's what we're referring.
Yes.
Sorry, Josh.
I just want to know if I get dental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all all get insurance.
That's not slavery. Those are benefits.
What do you mean? You
I'm
can be a
just-
slave with benefits.
Yeah.
Have you not read the stories?
You can be friends with
Some of them were
benefits.
super
Treat your
great.
slaves well.
Yeah.
If friends with benefits can exist,
As a
then slaves
Christian-
with benefits can exist.
I don't know.
As a Christian, I make sure I'm very nice to my slaves.
It's gonna be like one of those Uncle Tom things.
That's what the founding fathers told themselves every day. When they woke up, they're like, I gotta be nice. I gotta be nice to them.
Dear God, let me be nice to my slaves.
So would you rather grill a mullet named Cornwallis, who's your best bud, or masturbate midfield on stage at the Super Bowl halftime show?
Bro, Super Bowl.
Whoa, okay, those are so polarized.
hate mullets with
Okay.
a passion.
Jack off in front of millions.
Yeah, that's
In
pretty.
front of millions, or
I don't know. It's kind of a flex.
is a mullet like? Is it like a? What is it like a dog?
It's like a
Is it
dog.
The
gonna-
craziest story to tell in
just a
jail.
talking mullet.
Grow a mullet named Cornwallis, who's your best bud.
My girlfriend hates mullets, but I
I
think
hate
she'd hate me jacking off in front of her
know.
a little bit more.
I don't know, I feel like one you kind of have bragging rights because it's like
It's like, hey,
Who else? I mean,
Literally, who
how
else?
fast do you got to get this wank off before you're tackled by security though? Is
yeah.
it a
Do you have to
timed
finish?
event?
Do you have to?
Is it? Yeah.
it
Do you
till
have to
completion?
finish?
Or is it just like?
Is it during the halftime show or are
Maybe
you
that
the
is the
halftime show?
halftime.
During Rihanna's halftime show.
Just one of the dancers.
It would make more sense through like a Little Nas X halftime show.
Yeah,
I can see
I
that.
makes
think
sense.
mullet. What is the definition? Because can't mullet vary? Can't like I mean, there's the
I feel like-
stereotypical, but
Let's just go with, like,
I
the
technically
stereotypical
had
bad
a mullet for a while because it was based off of Hawkeye's hair off of Endgame, and that was technically
Yes.
classified as a mullet for a while.
Yeah, it was.
I think it depends.
I think I
there's
knew
like
we were
there's
getting
different
mullet
levels to
there, yeah.
mullets.
I think
it wasn't the best.
I don't know.
For me, is like
How long do you have to keep this mullet? I feel unless you're a Canadian or a hockey player,
He's your mullet, you know. That's Cornwallis.
For life?
You're not getting
He's your
rid of
best
But it
friend.
says it's your best friend, right?
that's
Yeah.
fair.
So if you
wouldn't
get a
wanna
best
kill your
friend, isn't it good anyways? Like then you have
Wait,
to
is it-
assume
it's
you
a
like
li-
it. You have
then
to
I look like a
assume that it's your friend.
sociopath talking to my hair.
Yeah, but you're happy, so why does it matter?
I
But
fear
you'd have to
judgment of
go
other
to bed.
people.
Corny else would watch you like go to the bathroom every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's
Yeah,
watching.
but he
me.
protects
He's gonna
you,
be.
wake you up.
He's
You'd have
also
to-
going to be watching.
Could you
at
imagine
the
that
halftime show.
commentary? Everything you do would have commentary.
You'd have hair like
I don't need my hair commentating over sex.
I
but
would
if you
have
just-
to pick my hair though. Over
if you keep
checking
letting
out
it
the world.
grow, you can
think.
use it as a weapon. It would have its own conscious.
I don't
Well,
know
it's
if it
not
can
saying
move on
that
its
you gotta.
own.
It can move and.
It just
Well, it
says
doesn't say that it's alive
that he's
either.
your best
It just
friend.
It just says that it is.
So you,
You
could
could
just
be-
be a weirdo.
Yeah, you could just be
talking to you.
schizophrenic. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
okay,
if I'm
so
schizophrenic, I'm going to assume it's cool and it has these.
I feel like both of these are just be shunned by society because you're talking to your hair or you
jacked
jerked off
off.
on TV.
I don't know. I feel like if you jerked off on TV, some people are going to give you respect.
That's what I'm feeling.
Just a couple.
That's
The
people.
damage
You'd be-
could be downplayed though, because if they're smart, they're going to go to commercial.
Guinness Book of World Records most ever seen penis in one
That's true.
5-minute period or
That's
whatever.
true.
Most viewers of live
Most
porn.
viewers of live porn ever.
So it sounds like we're going with the halftime.
No, I'm going hair.
you'd also
I'm-
be
I
a
am.
sex offender.
Yeah.
The second you're done.
Oh, he's got a point there.
You'd be a sex
Yeah, no
offender.
hair.
I have a strong distaste towards mullets, and I don't want to talk to myself any more than I already do. So,
Fascinating. So every minute you need to tell everyone what time it is. So it's 3:07, it's 3:08, or Siri is your only friend.
For life, Siri is my only friend.
Siri is horrible.
I'd have to pick. I'd have to pick the first one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have a Siri or like an Alexa, and it's
awful.
stupid.
They're awful.
It's just it's a dumbass in a box.
They're
This
not
thing
healthy.
horrible. Siri horrible. I love my phone, but it's horrible.
That's hard for me.
Siri,
You
you're
have to
horrible.
do the tell the time thing. I mean, you'd be annoying, and you probably wouldn't have friends.
Siri?
anyway.
Exactly. That's my.
Are you
thought.
my
You wouldn't
friends?
have friends anyway.
Yeah. So my thing is, at least if you get an AI, then you can.
But
It'll tell you things.
It's Siri. It's
You
not
idiot.
wise
Siri.
AI.
Damn it.
Nobody will want to be your friend if you're constantly saying the time.
Yeah,
Well, you
that's
could
true.
just mumble it under your breath, can't you? Just be like,
It says you have to tell someone.
well, you could just be like,
You need to
But then
tell
again,
everyone.
it's schizophrenia. Yeah.
that's fair. So all of these are related to schizophrenia.
In some way.
6:41.
See, I feel like you could play that as a bit for a while, but then it just get old. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
6:42.
People would know your condition.
Yeah.
You'd have to have like Joker has to have those cards. You turn them and you're like, oh yeah, it's 3:04. Here's my card. And it's like, I have a disorder.
Be like my
You probably get
business card.
disability. Honestly, if you proved it to a judge,
Free money.
you can get free parking.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
For free parking, yeah, do it.
So work as a failing porn director or raise a business of ferrets as your children.
Ferrets.
Ferrets.
Yeah.
Who wants
What?
to? Well, who want you be a successful ferret breeder or a failing porn director?
It's like make money or don't.
make money or don't make money. Make
Yeah,
money.
that's kind of
Ferrets.
obvious. But also, while you're a ferret breeder, you can also be a successful porn director. So
That's true.
For ferrets.
So
Make ferret
there's a market for
I'm sure there's a
anything,
market,
fellas.
you know.
Yeah.
true. I have seen some weird stuff. So yeah, there's a market
Wait,
for
You can make
anything.
legitimate money
Hold
and
on.
black market money at the same
Cody,
time.
what
It's crazy.
what page are you going to, dog?
I have not willingly viewed any weird stuff. I cannot speak of this weird stuff due to.
He's on page 365.
I
knew it existed.
I knew I would eventually find you.
Max knows I cannot talk about the weird things I have seen.
I was 12.
Max. What?
He always references things, and I never remember what he's talking about.
Max, hotel night.
Hotel night.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't.
That's not. Don't make it sound like it was animal.
He's
related.
making it
no,
sound like
no.
you guys have done horrific sex crimes.
No, there are some weird things shown to me that I cannot talk about that Max has known about because I was
nearly dead in a shower, so you can't
Is
say me.
it animal
True.
related? That's what I want to know.
No.
It's like Mr.
Well,
From
Hands.
what I heard, it wasn't.
No more using
I
bags.
wasn't there.
well.
I figuratively was not there.
If the animal's in a well-known cartoon on
Before you
Nickelodeon,
could-
then
No more using bags for anything, groceries, suitcase, etc. Or be Amish and on the FBI's most wanted list.
FBI.
Yeah, I was about to
Wait, what's
say.
the first one?
Being Amish would
No more
honestly
using bags.
be chill.
I would
I
not use
mean-
bags. I mean, I feel like
Being Amish is kind of chill.
boxes.
or boxes.
You know
Off
what
the
I mean?
grid.
Boxes. But it
boxes.
says no
Amish is
suitcases
a
even.
lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You can
FBI
only
most
grow a
wanted?
certain beard. You can only wear
Yeah.
certain
You'd have a
clothes.
documentary.
It'd be
on it.
crazy.
I mean, but you already kind of have the Amish beard already.
It's true.
Yeah, I just can't get a connect up top.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm
Like,
going for the Abe
like
Lincoln
this is
at some
20
point.
years of trying. It's not working.
Yeah.
It's rough. Feed Snooky a Costco-sized tub of peanut butter
Who's
every day.
Snooki?
From, what was it, Jersey Shore?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
it's
She's just a retard.
yeah.
I'll pick the
Some
second
people are
one.
allowed to say that on this show.
Might have to
I'm
bleep
not.
that one.
You can bleep that one.
No, I don't feel like going back.
She's a very not smart person.
Yeah, South Park made fun of her.
What's the second one?
Or have Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, rap to you every night until you fall asleep.
Oh, Pitbull.
Pitbull. You
Yeah.
can still
Legend
take him to
himself.
your bedroom, man.
That is.
Yeah,
You can give him a little dog bed right next
you
to
could
it.
ask him to sing every night and just like a
does-
concert every night in your room.
Well, he's got to specifically rap to you every night.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it could still be like
you would
different song
you
rapped.
could personally you can know Pitbull on a personal level. What
That's
average
crazy.
human being
Yeah.
could say that?
That's
imagine
true.
seeing Pitbull every night.
That'd be
But
insane.
Would you really want to know Pitbull?
Oh, yes.
I would pick that.
I
for
don't
sure.
know, but still, it's a
Over
celebrity who
whoever
has
this
celebrity
Mr.
connections.
Worldwide.
Snooki is.
He has
Fair
connections,
enough.
so
I went to a Harry Styles concert one time. On the
Lucky.
same night as a Pitbull concert
Ooh.
that was like happening like not that far away, and I kept like joking with people and being like, wait, this is a Pitbull concert, right? Like the whole time. And this group of girls, they got so pissed at me. They were mad at you. You know where you are.
for me personally, like with the scenario with Pitbull, like I want to be a music producer. He will have connections
Yeah.
in the industry, which could really help me out as a music producer. So
And if he has to sing to you every night, if you just keep bothering him, he's eventually going
I
to
could
help
record
you.
him
Also, if he
singing.
sings to you every night,
Yeah.
does he also? I mean, he can give you a little tuck in, a little peck on the forehead, a little nighttime, a little nightcap, maybe.
All right, stand naked in front of a sorority and fraternity so they can critique your body, or marry Kim Jong Un.
first one,
Marry Kim Jong Un. I'm
First one.
marrying Kim Jong Un.
Really?
He has a whole country's wealth behind him. Sure, he does terrible things.
you
but-
can't leave the country.
Yeah, but maybe
You can't leave
maybe
Kim
that's how I
Jong-un.
work from the inside. I'll be like, hey, feed your people. Just every night, I'll just like whisper something nice into his ear. I'll be like,
Are you trying to like fix him?
yeah, just a little bit every night. I'll be like,
This one's easy
fun.
for me because as a superior being, I know the people critiquing me would actually be critiquing themselves. They would look
That's
at
true.
me and then
They're
look
just
at
jealous.
themselves, and really they'd be like, "How do I get that?"
How do I get those weird bony ankles?
My ankles are hot.
I
thank you.
that's okay.
They're like,
no
how
comment on
do I
that.
avoid getting that Jew nose?
I would rather stand naked because
Monkey boy, monkey boy, monkey boy.
I don't cut things on this podcast.
I just wouldn't care if
I
a
do
bunch
not
of people I
associate
don't
with
know.
any racial slurs
Yeah.
dropped in this podcast.
Neither do I.
Y'all guys are racist. I just call people retard.
Anyway, Kim Jong Un.
Anyway,
Buy everything you see an advertisement for, or get married to a depressed capybara.
Capybara.
Capybara. It's the world's largest rodent.
Yeah, they're so
Okay.
cute, man.
I've said today that I've seen some weird ads for some weird things I really don't want. So some of the things I do want.
What does it have to do with the capybara?
I would choose the capybara.
Oh, well, I didn't hear the first one then. What was
yeah, I
it?
do the capybara.
Capybara.
And I put in situations that it will die.
You have to get married to that son of a gun.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
You
Yeah,
have to
people
buy
marry
everything.
trucks. You know what I mean? At least things breathing.
Yeah.
Or you have to buy everything that you see an ad for. So
Oh,
Marry the
I'd be
capybara,
broke.
you can
I
execute
would have
it.
penis enlargement pills when I don't need them.
That's facts.
You can just
We'd all
execute
have
the
penis
capybara
on
after
You
you
can,
marry
you can
it.
all use it.
It
But
doesn't
also,
say you couldn't,
capybaras are
but,
so nice. Not even
He looks like a
alligators
nice
kill them.
kid. Like let's look at the photo.
Also, there's advertisements for like sex workers and stuff. You'd have to buy
Buy them.
them.
Yeah.
have to
Buy their
I
services.
could never
You
go
can
on
never-
an
yeah.
anime website again, dude.
You can never
You're
go.
telling me you wouldn't want to wake up to that?
You know what I'm talking about. You can never watch anime
That's
again.
fine. I don't care.
All right. So
I bet it gives good hugs.
Max would have zero money if he bought every advertisement he saw.
I couldn't. I have to delete all my social media.
Yeah, Max would enjoy it.
cough/sneeze fire, or instantly fall asleep whenever someone touches you.
One
You
sounds
could
cool,
never-
the other sounds crippling.
Yeah, you could never be intimate
Yeah.
You can never do anything ever.
because then it's
We'll be aware of it.
So
Yeah.
the cough snap.
That's
slash
weird.
Sneeze,
Yeah,
that
that's
one
weird.
could be cool, but that could also be incredibly dangerous.
just don't sneeze at the gas station.
But you can usually foresee it coming. So
How much
you
fire?
foresee-
Like, is it?
just be like, clear.
I feel like it's not like a flamethrower.
Not
It's got to be
Yeah.
like a little
I
spurt.
was about to say, is it like Pokemon? It's like Charizard
It's got to be a little
flamethrower.
spurt.
not
You're not.
too-
You're not napalming the
Yeah,
bathroom every
the
time
coughing
you
and
blow your
sneezing, you can
nose.
control it. You can. Yeah, it's easier to control.
Also, allergy medication.
True.
Plus, if you're ever in a hostage situation and they put tape on you or something, you can just slowly cough.
It's crazy.
I'm assuming you
There's
just
some real
wouldn't
benefits
burn
to
your
it.
skin.
Yeah, there's.
so.
This is a win.
I would
Light a
assume
cigarette,
that
yeah.
if you can cough or it comes out your nose, your body has adapted to the heat, which means you can also withstand more heat. So
Maybe.
Yeah, you can get
Interesting,
hot hands. You
interesting.
wouldn't have to use like. Your mom ever like wash dishes in boiling water? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or she ever just like touch the pan right out of the oven?
No, that's
You could have that power.
I kind of developed that.
I developed a little bit when I was a dishwasher, but
passion, though.
well, you could just warm yourself up. Just
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
Just out in the freezing.
Also, if
cold.
you're ever out, stranded in the woods, just loogie
Start
it
a
up or
forest
something.
fire. Steal something from everywhere you go, or you're constantly hallucinating on magic mushrooms.
Ooh.
First one.
That second one for sure.
Yeah.
That
Let's do the second one.
I have
The
no
second one.
interest on being on any sort of substances, so and I would be okay with stealing
You'd
things.
never be able to go to a bank.
So story time. Not about me, but about my dad's friend. He became a successful businessman. But why I wouldn't go on shrooms is they were in a friend's basement, and the devil talked to the guy on shrooms. Like, they had this painted picture of the devil on the wall, and he started talking to the guy, and the guy started freaking out, broke through the windowsill, and crawled his way out, and they didn't see him for about 10 years. And my dad finally saw the guy, rich businessman. He said after that moment, he changed his whole life, and he was on a straight path, and now he's rich. So, but yeah, based off of that, I would not want to ever be on shrooms because of the crazy things you'd see.
Well, okay.
I don't know. Apparently, it helps him.
Okay, shrooms.
yeah, but
Worked out for that guy.
Shrooms,
Possibly,
unless
to be
you
honest.
That's true, that's
take
true.
more, you have to take like 4 or 5 grams to have that sort of extremely vivid. hallucination. If you take 1.5, which is the minimum active dose, all the way up to like 3, obviously it depends on like how much you have drank water and your size and stuff. But you're just having a good time.
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about the guy that got expelled from my school? Only one or like 2 people got expelled from my school, and one of them was this big guy. I won't name him, but for shrooms, and he got so high on them that he ran down the halls naked, yelling, "The goblins are trying to rape me!"
See, he must have like 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
You could definitely be fully functioning. I wouldn't drive. Driving would be a bit of a pain, but
Uber.
I mean, if you become a successful business manager, just have a chauffeur.
Obviously, either way, they were having a good time.
Yeah.
Every anxiety/fear you have will come true.
Nope.
Or you can only stand or be hung upside down. Bat life.
You can only be hung upside down?
Yep.
You mean
You're
like
basically a bat.
Oh, so you have to like walk on the
You do
ceiling.
like walk upside down.
Hashtag bat life.
Wait, it doesn't say you have to walk on the ceiling. It says you just walk upside down. So it's like in Minecraft.
You can only stand or be hung upside down. So like.
But gravity has the same effect on it, on everything. So like your feet can't grip the
So
ceiling.
you're just like doing handstands everywhere?
It's just
I don't
it's
know.
like in Minecraft when you name a sheep or like name something like what's you name tag a mob and it like turns upside down. Dinner bone. When you name a mob dinner bone in Minecraft, they'll turn upside down. That's how I imagine it'd work.
Huh.
So the sheep is just walking on its head.
So the friction of your head would slowly start to peel off due to you randomly, magically sliding around on your head. All the
Sure.
I'm so confused by this question. I'm not gonna lie.
time. What was the first?
Yeah, read them again.
Every anxiety/fear you have will come true.
But that's just awful.
Oh,
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
It's like having an anxiety attack every moment.
I guess I'll
day.
just die from the magic friction.
But like it's less of an anxiety attack and more of like an actual attack.
Yeah,
you
more
know?
of an actual attack.
It's
Because
like,
you could be afraid. You could like will some nasty stuff into.
you could be
existence
afraid
with
of
that.
volcanoes
you would
erupting.
you pull a Ghostbusters where you'd be like, don't think of anything, and then someone's gonna think of you're gonna accidentally think of something by trying not to think anything. You'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, as long as I don't think of like aliens blowing up the White House and then World War III starting and my house being nuked.
see, the only thing I'm really scared of is tax season and like that. Like,
Every day
always
would be
tax
tax
season.
season.
yeah, I just
Every
wake up,
day is tax
you
day.
owe us another $2,300. No.
That'd be the worst. Yeah, whatever that magic friction thing is, that walking upside down.
Hashtag bat life. All right. Never leave your house again, or have David Blaine fuck with you constantly.
I'm never leaving my house.
Who's David Blaine?
He's a magician.
Isn't he a magician?
He's the guy who like made the Statue of Liberty disappear or something. I don't know.
Oh, some BS magic trick then.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
I would-
He's one of those people who does like it has to be like huge. Like it's like you just
Like the Houdini of magic. Kind
yeah.
Of thing.
like he's
But
like
it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Mhm.
Oh, I got you.
like
Yeah.
he's been evading the IRS
I
for
could-
27 years and getting away with
Is he the one who would like bury himself alive and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done stuff like that.
I don't feel like I'd fear him that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean,
I would.
Because it's all pretend.
He'd
It's
be,
all-
he'd be messing with you constantly.
Does
So
that mean
you
he
get
just like
used to it.
breaks into my house? You know what I mean?
No, he is your house. That's-
Yeah, but then people would
I'd be-
eventually think you're just like crazy smart because they'd be like, some people would witness this and you're like so used to it that you just stop the trick.
Maybe. But
I don't
if you
think.
can
I
figure
think
out the
whoever
tricks.
this David Blaine guy is, I don't think he has enough tricks to keep a whole lifetime.
That's true. He's gonna run out eventually.
He's gonna run out.
if
of
he
it.
can't leave, you know.
Yeah, and at some point he's just gonna be like pulling those foam balls out of thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And eventually he's gonna
It's
hate
just gonna be
himself and
party
off
tricks.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, living in
For
your
his next
living in your house, like always staying in your house, is so easy to do these days because you can work from home now. You can get groceries delivered to your house. You can get food delivered to your house. You can have everything you want at your fingertips. You have everything delivered to your house. You don't have to leave anyways, so it feels a lot easier to just stay at home constantly. And if you're super rich and you for some reason want like a pool in your house, you can have a pool in your house.
Yeah, but you couldn't
So-
go try like cool Mexican restaurants or anything. You know what I mean?
I mean, there is.
You can order that.
Yeah.
You DoorDash
DoorDash,
that.
but I'm talking about the restaurants that are really good, and you know they're really good.
You don't get
because-
the experience.
because they
of
don't
being
You
have
don't
able
get
a
the
to-
Casa
website.
Bonita
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
I want to go to Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita.
All right, this one's a fun one. You can only tell the truth, or your roommates host nightly orgies in your studio apartment?
I don't have any roommates. So
I
I
would-
would just hear my parents boning all the time.
That's
Okay, here's the thing. My roommates are technically my dad and my youngest brother. My youngest brother is 16, so no.
it's
So
possible.
it's just your dad?
I would rather just tell the truth because I try to tell the truth.
I try. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything you want.
Yeah.
alright?
I try and tell the truth, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, most people know I'm pretty blunt about most things. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So orgies.
So they, yeah, I guess.
Spice up your life.
So
Can I be your roommate, Max?
the world's entire water supply comes from a spigot on your forehead, or get fired out of a cannon into orbit. Cannon.
Yeah, the cannon would be kind of cool.
Okay, is it like a circus cannon where you're just packed in there with powder and you?
So you're just gonna stay in space?
Yeah,
You're just
do they
gonna
like save us
immediately
eventually?
die?
So it's die in space or have a magical
Well, you just gotta
water
be in the-
spigot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, die in space or have.
Okay, you're either gonna die.
Oh, you
as
could
soon as
make
get to
people
space,
pay.
or you
could
could.
you
But
could
your life
monetize
is still
it
gonna
in
be
the
miserable,
world.
though. If everybody's gonna be around you the entire time trying to get water,
Well, I can put
so-
a really long hose. Just,
But still, though,
Will it have? Yeah, will it have attachments?
give it attachment.
yeah. Just have it going everywhere.
He gets the XY splitter like the
But guess what you could do? You could kill yourself if you were that person, and no more water. You could end the
if you
entire
die?
existence.
I'm basically God in this situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You control the existence
Unlimited
of
power
everything.
or dying in
That's
space.
crazy.
You can reverse
unlimited
time
power.
and give Africa the only water.
Yeah,
and make every other.
You could
Yeah.
actually use that water to cure world hunger.
No, you couldn't.
You could just solve it. You could, in theory, if you did it right.
No, there's no way. Like,
could flood
population
the
would
earth.
drain so quickly if you were the only source of
If
water.
you're the only source of water, yeah. The only people around you would live in. Half the
Yeah.
world would die of thirst.
So
I think I'll
Unless
come
you
up
have
with
a
a
really,
solution.
really
die
long
in
hoses.
space now. It's either die in space or
Play God.
you know.
I'm
well, I guess
Boy.
kill the whole
it
world.
depends.
You can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah. Do people know? Like, does the entire public know? Because if they don't know,
Yeah, if
they
it's like
would
a-
hide it.
So it's like a secret, right? Like
Yeah.
you filled up
Also,
the
like,
ocean.
Governments
You know?
could fight over you.
I mean,
Governments
that
would
is
fight
one
over
thing.
know
They
you
try to
exist.
keep you alive.
Yeah.
Does all the world's water dry up and then you get that, or is it business as usual and then it's?
Or have you always been there?
you've
always
been
filling
there,
the earth
just
with
said.
water.
You were once born, but not
You are
conscious, and your
immortal.
heads
Yeah.
Continue to
Back to
spew.
you are God, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So be
I
God.
would want to play God.
So get randomly drugged with massive amounts of quaaludes, or sing everything.
Sing everything.
Saying.
Yeah.
Easy.
I already
Wait, just
do that
randomly
sometimes.
drugged?
Yep,
So
So you don't know when it happened.
overdose or sing every song.
pretty much
It's not sing every song, sing just everything.
everything.
Just everything.
That's like that.
So,
That's it.
They're like
my
everything you
name
say,
is
I'm assuming,
Josh
is it's
and I'm
sing
on a
everything.
podcast.
I'd rather
See?
do that.
Yeah, because I could live like. Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Like the guy that has to say like Benito flakes and things like that. You just live a quiet life and you're perfectly fine.
Yep.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't want to get overdosed by
You-
quaaludes.
If you have a god awful voice, then you could.
You get better
Yeah.
over time, obviously.
Hopefully, God, I hope so.
We would hope. You're a
I don't
meter
know,
maid.
there's some people I've met. They're just never meant to open their mouths. You know what I mean?
See that way sometimes. You're a meter maid, but you're also a reindeer, or be Voldemort's BFF.
Voldemort's BFF.
Yeah.
I
Voldemort's BFF.
definitely want to be on the side of Voldemort.
I just don't want to be an
You want to be a
animal.
reindeer with a job?
I don't want to be a lesser species.
Although
Imagine being a
Voldemort
reindeer
did
that has
kill
to clock
Snape,
into a
so
9 to
It
5.
would be so difficult. You have to do everything with hooves.
I
Yeah.
feel they did my boy Voldemort wrong.
I don't like Harry Potter at all.
Voldemort
But-
is not a strong villain.
but Voldemort would kill his allies.
But Voldemort
So-
would help me further my plans. So,
You would have to be on Voldemort's good side to not get killed by Voldemort.
well, it
And
says
do his
you're
bidding
his
for
friend,
him.
so
Yeah, you'd have to stay on his good side.
or he'd have to stay on mine.
You're gonna
Here's
kill
my fa-
Voldemort?
I like how instead of like just telling someone to piss off or whatever in Harry Potter, their immediate thought is to just like, just kill
Imagine not being able to kill a baby. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So,
They're,
I
they're
don't
like
know,
the
man.
easiest things to kill.
Damn.
It's like killing a baby and a baby.
and everybody's
story.
terrified
Your
of
turn,
them.
Voldemort.
Yeah, and I know there's like the power of love or whatever saved him. Some special love magic. Oh, come on. That's plot armor.
It was the
It's like, why don't y'all use that again?
Why didn't he use a gun to kill him?
Oh, my magic doesn't
Could you
work.
imagine if he walked
magic
in,
doesn't work.
and just walks in with an AK?
Or just a hammer.
He's ahead of his time.
Yeah, before they can reach in their robes.
Yeah.
splat, baby goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Get that special
And it
bag that
fast.
Hermione has.
Think one more. Have hooves or be widely regarded as the stupidest person in the world.
I already am regarded as the stupidest person in the world.
Is it
So.
hooves as like a fawn? Like you have leg hooves?
Yeah.
Or is it all fours hooves?
Probably all four. I don't know.
All four hooves?
I would.
Yeah, you
too.
couldn't. You'd have to have somebody with you to do
You could
everything
get
for you 'cause you don't
referred.
have thumbs.
If it was fawn, I'd pick fawn for sure.
Yeah.
See, I could climb like a goat. That'd be sick.
But you'd have no thumbs, so you couldn't do normal people things.
No,
I'm
we're
saying if
assuming-
it was two. If
Yeah.
it was
Okay,
two,
yeah,
easy
okay.
pick fawn hooves. But what was the other one?
Would be
Widely regarded as the stupidest person in the world.
I think I
That's
already am,
fine
so-
with me because others' opinions don't matter, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they
thinks
do,
I
but
am,
like,
so-
but-
To an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, if no one's ever going to hire you for any job.
Yeah.
If they're going to be like,
Could be
oh,
homeless.
you're the most stupid person ever.
But dang, like you can make a career out
Even
of it.
McDonald's hires stupid people, so
Like, imagine them trying to keep on sticking you in like a
You can
home
join
where they
the
keep
army.
autistic kids, and you'd be like,
And you're
I
just,
don't
like, smart.
belong here. And
He's
then
like,
it's
no, I'm
"Yes,
smarter."
Here's the thing. It says you are regarded as the stupidest person on the planet.
It doesn't mean you are. Yeah.
I know, but that's the whole point.
Oh, but everybody
You would
thinks
be
that, so they're trying to
conscious.
put you in like mental institutions
Yeah.
and stuff all the time.
You'd be
Yeah.
like, I know what 2 + 2 is, and you just be saying all these normal factual things, and all they'd hear is no, and they try to, and they'd keep on trying to stick you in.
2 + 2.
One of us is getting canceled.
It's a good thing he doesn't live in Kansas.
I'm just speaking from the heart.
All right, so this one's called I Wish I Didn't Know. It's basically really stupid trivia, so we'll see who the
Is there anything you guys wish you didn't know already that you know? Or just
Man,
something?
there's a lot of stuff.
I can think of one for Cody, just because he's told me.
I don't want you to say it on here.
Oh, well, I don't think we're thinking of the same thing.
You're
Well,
whispering in my ear.
Okay.
Well, no, because if it might be something that I don't want other people to know.
It's about birthing.
Oh. The
is
one
it
thing
my-
I was thinking
Is it
of
my gay card status?
No,
Closely
it's just
related
about
to
how
birthing.
like you've had to see so many live births.
Oh yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah.
What?
I've seen like
Yeah.
3 water births on Facebook.
Yeah.
People watch Facebook
full nudity.
Live.
People just like
No, it's just a video.
it's weird that you can like monetize stuff like that just because
Yeah.
it's educational.
full nudity.
It's like it's insane.
That's not educational.
everything. You see everything. It's
It-
horrible. I
feel
watched
like it's
one
like-
of them.
I don't
all the
know.
way.
I
It
don't
was-
trust people.
You watch the whole.
I thought. I swear. I watched the first one all the way through. I swear. I thought this was like. This is a Rickroll or something. This is some. They're gonna have.
Yeah,
they're
you're
baby.
45
And then the baby's
minutes
all the way
into a
out.
live birth, and you're like,
It was like
why
10
isn't
minutes
I been
long.
Rickrolled?
It was like 10 minutes. The whole video was like 10
It's like,
minutes.
where's the
long.
jump scare? Come on.
I don't know if there's anything I wish I didn't.
I mean, I found out that pregnant ladies poop on the table.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Something
yeah,
I
I do
learned
didn't know that.
similar to that.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
You know, there's like some women who like eat the placenta.
I did know that.
That's so insane.
And people use
I had, like,
placenta as like
Yeah.
fertilizer.
Yeah, they do all
and
this weird
face
stuff.
creams.
You're giving me my answers to this question right now.
Yeah, no. Apparently, people like they dry it out and they put it in pills and they take them for like a year after the birth.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
I don't know if
That's
there's
insane.
anything about Max that or anybody here that I wish I didn't know. Like something about them that I wish I didn't know. I don't think there is.
I don't think it's
Right now I'm chilling, so-
specifically
Yeah.
about us. I think it's more just in
Just in
general
general.
information.
Did
that
you
wish
know
didn't
Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog?
Knuckles enchilada.
Yeah. He's an echidna, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
echidnas
The
have
enchilada.
4 pronged penises.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that actually.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Makes
That's
sense.
pretty crazy. I don't not wish that I knew that. I just wanted
It is
an excuse to
interesting.
say
It's
that.
interesting. Nature's beautiful and
Nature is beautiful.
bizarre.
Yes, it is. All right, so some men get sexually turned on by Red Wings, which means a fella that A, takes it so deep in the butthole that he starts flapping his arms, B, gives oral when a woman is on her period, C, rubs used tampons on his face, or D, likes his balls punched until they're beet red.
I know this one.
I know that one too, but
I
that
don't.
was shocking. Those are shocking.
Those are.
I don't
these
know
are a
that one
lot.
either.
I think both me and Josh know
Yeah.
what this is. So what do you guys think it is?
I'm guessing the punching the balls.
Punching
Yeah.
the balls. So
I think-
D.
I guess I'm-
It's
No.
the woman while she's on her period.
Ugh.
What-
That's crazy.
you say it's woman on
It's
her
the period. Yeah.
That's what it is for sure. That
And
first one.
Cody, what did you
They
say?
both said balls.
Yeah,
we
the
both said
balls.
the
Okay,
balls.
it was actually C.
Which one?
Rubs used tampons on his face.
No,
Really?
that is
No
not
way.
true.
That's
No,
not
I had
somebody
a buddy brag to me about getting his
Yeah,
red
I've heard
wings.
the red wings from
See, I feel
so
like-
many people through working at a gas station, and it was through the period.
I'm just saying what the card says. I don't know.
I saw that on Twitter. Somebody and he was like laying. There was like a hole in the roof, and his balls were hanging down. Some lady was punching him.
That would hurt
Is that
so
on
bad.
Facebook?
Huh? No, I thought I said Twitter.
Was it
I mean, it's
educational?
Twitter.
I
Huh?
mean-
Yeah, it was very educational.
I mean, you can't see that stuff on
it was a
Twitter.
Twitch stream. People are donating.
You legitimately can't see that stuff on
Me
Twitter.
and Josh know the
Twitter's
truth about
crazy.
that
Yeah,
question.
we know
You
the
see
truth.
full nudity on Twitter.
According to Urban Dictionary, it does mean the period one.
Yeah.
This
Science.
card game's lying to us
I'll
now.
allow it.
Are you keeping score or something?
Are we doing like a 2v2 point thing? Me and Max versus Atticus and Cody?
What?
Not that I'm aware of. Just
We should.
We'll just play for fun.
We should.
Let's just play for fun.
Yeah.
Over 20% of daily search engine requests are people looking for what? A, dieting tips. B, advice about committing murder. C, porn. Or D, medical advice.
I didn't.
Medical
get the question.
advice.
Wait, what were the?
25% of daily search engines
25%.
requests are people looking for what?
Okay,
Medical
read it.
advice.
Read it again.
I think medical advice would be higher.
A,
Yeah.
dieting tips. B, advice about committing murder. C, porn. Or D,
I'm
medical
going to say
advice.
medical
Porn.
advice.
I'm
I'm
saying
with them.
porn.
Medical
Porn,
advice.
yeah.
I feel like that's looked up.
It's between
Probably
porn and
more.
medical advice.
For sure.
I feel like medical advice would be more than that, though.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
just-
feel like dietary stuff also can be grouped in.
I feel like you
Yeah.
guys might be right, but I'm gonna go with porn just because.
Okay.
It is porn.
Aha!
Nice, nice.
That was the second option. Okay.
What is the most popular day of the week for viewing porn? A, Friday. B, Saturday. C, Sunday. Or D, Monday.
Sunday.
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 Everybody says Sunday.
Sunday.
It's gotta be
D,
Sunday.
Monday.
Really? Well, that's actually good. That's good.
I'm actually surprised it's not Sunday.
They're after church wed.
I just had
Man, that's sermon.
I know. I
Really.
had very little hope in people. That's what I said.
Yeah.
After church wank.
Slapping your penis against a person's ass during sex is also known as the
Sound
having a
check.
good time. What?
sound
Sound
check.
check. That's interesting. Interesting.
Can I have your attention, please? Is
No.
A, B, the music conductor, C, the hickory switch, or D, the clapback?
It's got to be the music conductor, I would
I
think.
think it's the hickory
I think it's the music conductor, yeah.
Yeah,
switch.
It's the
Hickory switch.
Hickory
Really? Max is on a
Wow.
roll.
Max.
Excluding the porn on Sundays. In 1992, two Princeton researchers claimed to have turned this pet into a telephone. A, a turtle. B, a dog. C, a rabbit. Or D, a cat.
So you're saying someone from Princeton turned their pet into a telephone?
Two Princeton researchers claim to have turned this pet into a
I'm
telephone.
gonna say turtle.
I'm going to say turtle.
I think
Turtle's more
turtle.
solid.
Turtle.
I feel like turtle would be the most humane out of them, which is none of them are really humane, but
They have nerves in their shell.
I was going to say,
I'll learn that.
none of these sound too humane, but it was D, the cat.
the cat.
Oh, poor cat.
I
What do
hate
they
those
do?
Turn
researchers.
something into a telephone.
I feel like I need more
don't want to
information.
know.
You just tie a string in a can of beans. to the-
Oh, I actually know.
Like,
this.
couldn't you just like tape a phone on and be like, I did it? Like,
A common torture technique back in the 1500s involved trapping live rats under a bowl on top of a person's stomach, and then A, tapping on the bowl so the rats would go crazy. B, heating the rats so the rats try and eat their way out. C, strapping the bowl down so the rats can claw their way to freedom. Or D, smothering the rest of the body in cheese and then releasing the rats.
It's got to be heating the bowl. I'm pretty sure I've heard that
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's the heating.
That's
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
likely.
I've heard that
I
one
think
too.
that was in Game of Thrones.
That makes the most sense logically. It's like the
I'm
cheese
also
one
pretty
doesn't
sure-
make any
Didn't
sense.
they do that in one of the Fast and Furious? It's like in one of the only ones I've seen, but I'm pretty sure they did that.
remember that.
Kangaroo is a species of catfish found in South America. This sea creature has a bad habit of A. Finding its way into swimmers' buttholes, B. Swimming into penises and wreaking havoc, C. Repeatedly biting people, or D. Chewing on the bottom of boats and sinking them.
It's
penis.
I've never heard of
It goes
this,
into the
but I'm going to
penis.
say
One-
penis with them.
Yeah,
So-
I remember it.
I found
It's
that
like-
in Spanish class in 8th grade.
Really? I think it was like on like River Monsters. You ever watch that show?
I'm
The
gonna go
British
with the
guy.
penis one.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
heard of.
for sure.
I've never heard of that fish.
He does these stories. And he's like, a young child was by the river.
but I guess I'm not going to South America.
He was having a leak. It's like, little did he know it was swimming right for his urethra.
It was my Spanish teacher. There's a picture. We were doing like a cultural thing, and we were like looking at Colombia or something. They're in the Amazon, and there was a kid. It looked like he was dropping trout in the Amazon River, and he's like, "Fun fact." To a bunch of 8th graders, there's fish that swim up penises.
All right. Between 1973 and 2011, which of the following accounted for more than half of the 46 deaths caused by melon-related food poisoning? A. Watermelon, B. Cantaloupe, C. Honeydew, or D. Horned melon?
I'm actually allergic to watermelon, so I'm gonna say watermelon.
I also think it's watermelon.
Yeah.
I can't die by eating watermelon.
I'm going to be different and say cantaloupe.
Cody got it right.
Let's
I
go.
wish I gave a little more.
I know, yeah.
A little more
Like on the
information
back
some of
has
these.
the answer.
Just
Or the more details.
Uh,
Should.
In a recent poll, this smell was voted the most offensive. A. A decaying animal, B. Human shit, C. Deviled eggs, or D. Vomit?
It's got to be
Vomit.
decaying animals. Like,
It's either decaying animals or human
the
shit.
smell of death
I'm not
is
even thinking
terrible.
of other people. I'm just thinking of myself, and I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
vomit.
decaying animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decaying animals.
'Cause I've smelled decaying animals, and it is horrible.
Yeah,
The smell of death. It's like, it's different.
that it is.
I looked up the cantaloupe thing, by the way. I was curious.
Since
It's moved up to 84 people have died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Damn.
from some bacteria or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Somebody hungry for cantaloupe all of a sudden? Since 1978, a man has kept a collection of this in jars. A. Mucus, B. Knuckle hairs, C. Baby horses, or D. Toenail clippings.
Toenails.
It was
Toenail.
toenails. Yeah, I've heard that
I've
one.
seen so many memes about toenail clippings.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
What's the most popular holiday of the year for viewing porn? A. Halloween, B. Christmas Day, C. New Year's Day, or D. Thanksgiving?
It's going to be Halloween.
Thanksgiving.
Because of all the costumes.
Halloween, yeah, because cosplay.
Christmas.
All
I'm
the
on Christmas.
costumes.
Halloween cosplay.
You know, because you get
Like
all the
Christmas-
family together. and you
Well,
get all the
no. I'm saying, like, I don't know. I think it's Christmas.
It's either Halloween or New Year's Eve. So
Cody?
I think Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
thank you.
I guess
for-
there's things that people aren't thankful for, so they turn to porn to relieve their sadness. That makes sense.
So,
sad people.
Before you do it, think twice about committing a crime in this country. If you get caught here, the conviction rate is 99%. A. Japan, B. Iceland, C. Afghanistan, or D. Singapore.
Can you repeat the question?
Before you do it, think twice about committing a crime in this country. If you get caught here, the conviction rate is 99%.
99%.
That's
A. Japan,
Afghanistan is probably pretty
B.
bad.
Iceland,
if you're a woman,
C.
maybe.
Afghanistan, D. Singapore.
They're also
I
extremely
Save those
religious
views
as
for
well.
Max's
That's
podcast.
I'm going to say Singapore because I don't know a lot about Singapore, but I do know a little bit about the country, and it is a fairly peaceful
Yeah,
country.
I've heard it's Singapore, but I'm gonna say Japan.
I'm going to say Japan, too. Say
I'll
Japan.
I'll copy you and say Japan as
It is
well.
Japan.
Wow. God, I'm so
Yeah,
smart.
very
Finally beat
Strict
Cody.
in Japan.
See that?
both
Copy
Japan
other
and
people's
Singapore
work.
would make sense.
If I
Isn't
can
it
cover
like-
this, I could get in a bathhouse. But if I couldn't, they wouldn't let me in. They hate tattoos. They
In Japan?
yes,
Really?
you can't enter
Yeah.
a bathhouse with a visible tattoo.
Fascinating.
It's because it's associated with, like, the Yakuza.
Mm.
Yeah.
According to a famous fast food restaurant's employees, at the bottom of every ball pit is A. Freaky ass clown, B. Baby shit, C. Dead mice, or D. A security camera.
Dead mice.
Probably dead mice.
Dead mice. It's gotta be
Dead mice.
What were the
Or
options
shit.
again?
Dead mice or
Freaky
shit.
ass clown, B,
Well, the babies
shit,
would have to shit through their
C,
diapers.
dead mice, or
I believe that
D,
happens.
a security camera.
I go with the dump.
Dead mice.
It's a baby shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Is that true? That's true. Is it?
Adds up.
I don't know if I should believe that.
By the way,
That's true.
Cody, is it illegal to spit in Singapore? If I'm right, it's illegal to spit on the sidewalk.
I know it's
It
illegal to
sounds
spit on the
right.
sidewalk in Dodge City.
Cockroach.
Really?
Cockroaches.
Pretty sure it's in Dodge City.
Cockroach.
Nobody cares.
Cockroaches are pretty amazing.
Cock one more time.
Cock is pretty amazing.
Cockroaches are pretty amazing. Which of these facts is true? They can lift 100 times their body weight.
They live in your cock?
That's what I feel crawling around in there.
They can live 9 days without their heads. They can hold their breath for over an hour. Or the fastest cockroach was clocked at 7 miles per hour.
Honestly, all those sound kind of real.
I don't know. I think it's the head thing.
Yeah, I think it's a head thing. I think I've heard that before.
Didn't Mythbusters do that?
Maybe.
The head thing, I know they can live without a head, but I feel like it's longer. But I'm going to go with the head thing because it's the only one that I've heard about.
I'm gonna say something different. I'm gonna say the water one.
What water one?
The whole
They used
breath.
to hold your breath for.
They can hold their breath for over an hour, but nothing about water.
Yeah, but we're assuming.
Well, we
water.
assume.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna hold their breath for funsies.
Maybe, I don't know.
the scientific
What
test.
is
Hold your breath.
living 9 days without their heads?
It is that one?
Though,
It is.
fun fact about cockroaches is a cockroach can survive an entire year with a single drop of water.
It's crazy. They're pretty small.
Cockroaches are the... Hot Cockies was a popular kids game in the 1950s. Or in the
Hot what?
Hot what?
Hot,
Oh, what?
Hot cockies?
yes. Hot,
Jeez.
I'm not making this up. Look, it says it.
Hot cockies. All right.
Was a popular kids game in the 1500s that involved beating a blindfolded player until what happened. A, he passed out. B, he went home crying. C, he correctly guessed who was punching him. Or D, he was able to dodge a punch.
I assume it's guessing
The
who
second
hit you.
one.
Yeah, maybe guessing who hit you. You'd have to get real familiar with those punches.
I think it's the go home crying.
It was correctly guessing who was punching him.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
insane, like,
that's- I've
games
done that. Sounds like
old people
really-
played. Like, when you hear them, they're like, yeah, we used to beat our friend with a stick, and then once he passed out, we'd all go home.
There are games that
We called it
I
Beat Up
played.
Jared.
All of a
there
sudden.
are games that I play that you definitely probably couldn't play, like Bloody Knuckles. Any of you play Bloody
Yeah.
Knuckles?
Oh, we used to play
Me and Troy,
Real Life
I
Frogger.
guess.
Bakugan.
with- on
I don't know if I
streams.
should name drop, but
Kick
me
the
and
Jew,
person
yeah.
I just said, we actually did it once because we both have nerve damage and we can't feel it.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Did you guys play? We called it Strawberry. We called it Strawberry, but the real title of the game used to be Smear the Queer, but we called it Strawberry to be PC.
That's crazy.
It's you have a ball. One person has a ball, and they get like a 20-second running head start, and then you
Just hit him with
tackle them and
Oh.
kick the shit out of them on the ground, and then you take, and then they have to get up, throw the ball up. Then you all, mosh pit, and then you give them like 5 seconds to run away, and that was the whole game.
it. Wow.
Sounds fun. The good old days. Back when hate crimes were cool. Which of these canned foods is not? Which of these canned foods is not real? A, canned bird's nest drink. B, canned creamed possum. C, canned pork brains. Or D, canned rabbit
You
eyes.
said not real.
Yep,
It's got to be that first one.
The first one.
First one.
Rabbit eyes.
it's rabbit eyes.
What?
No way.
Being
How do you
stuck in
liquefy
a
bird's
shitty.
nest?
It's probably just like a canned drink that's called that. Like,
Oh.
it has nothing to do with it.
I was imagining just like a can of Chunky's Campbell or something.
Yeah, it's
These-
birds. Just sticks and like grass.
Bird's nest spaghettios.
I
Some
mean,
baby birds.
Sometimes that chunky goes hard.
Yeah, it's when the
being
egg
stuck
doesn't
in it.
fertilize all
Yeah,
this.
they just
And they couldn't put it in the freezer, so like
good soup.
Soup.
Being stuck in a shitty marriage also has what weird side effects on the body? A, bad marriages make people dumber. B, arguments make wounds heal slower. Or C, oddly makes people's hair grow faster. Or D, hating your spouse causes you to act more recklessly behind the wheel.
I'm gonna say
Reckless.
wounds.
Recklessly.
What was the second option?
Wounds heal.
Arguments
From B-
make wounds heal
I'm
slower.
gonna say that one. Wind's-Hill
I
Slower.
think it's the driving one.
It's the
I go
second
with
one.
driving just because the amount of times that you hear someone get mad with their spouse and then they crash.
Yeah.
I just know from like seeing it happen. I think it is the wounds here
It's gotta be
hill
the
slower.
Winds.
Fair enough. It is wounds.
Yeah, I'm
Really?
pretty sure.
I know from personal
From
experience.
personal experience,
Watching it happen.
being in
with my
bad
parents.
relationships, like it makes you want to crash your car.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I've witnessed where people have bad relationship and then they just start swerving
Yeah.
and don't care about their
Well,
driving.
That's because they're like in the car having a fight.
Yeah, no,
No, not
sometimes,
always.
sometimes it's not like
Yeah,
that. It's just
yeah.
like in general, it's just
Yeah.
like anger, and then like
Tinku is a Bolivian festival where individuals A. beat the shit out of each other for 2 to 3 days straight. B.
Nice.
do everything without clothes for an entire week.
Nice.
C. are arrested if caught speaking anytime. Or D. headbutt each other to say hello.
B.
I think it's the
B.
speaker
A.
one.
I hope it's
Nudity.
B.
A. Beat
love
each other up for
nudity.
3 days.
It's they beat the shit out of each other
Yeah.
for 2 or 3
Darn.
days.
Yeah.
I'm always
I'm just guessing the ones I want it to be from
All
now on.
right, let's do kind of
always
a speed
active.
round real quick.
an activist for nudity.
The natural vanilla, strawberry, and raspberry flavoring actually comes from A. beaver's anal gland, B.
Yeah, I know this,
marijuana
yeah.
plants, C. baby vomit, or D. lizard penis.
Anal.
Beaver.
Yeah, it's A.
anal.
Anal.
Beaver, it is the beaver.
I've heard that a bunch actually.
Yeah.
Feeling inadequate in your sex department, you're probably bigger than this animal, which on average has a dick smaller than 2 inches. D. Or let's see. Wait,
The answer is Max.
No.
is it A. a chimp, B. a horse, C. a giraffe, or D. an elephant?
Chimp.
I know it's not
Chimp.
horse and
It's gotta be
giraffe.
a
It's got to be
chimp.
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 They're closest to humans.
It is a chimp.
I've
Yes.
seen how much horses are packing in.
You might
I thought you were gonna say
No,
you've seen
no.
a chimp's penis, and I was like, really?
You might suffer
see a lot of
from
things at the zoo.
nomophobia and not even realize it. Nomophobia is the irrational fear of A. sleeping outside, B. the ocean, C. being without a cell phone, or D. rainstorms.
Without a cell phone.
Cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.
It is the
Yeah.
cell phone. All right, let's see.
That was a little obvious.
In 1911, an orphanage in Paris did this to babies in order to raise funds. A. had them compete in a crawling competition. That'd be lit.
They still
B.
do that.
sold their
Still
clothes
have,
and
like,
dressed them
cars.
in
It's
potato
weird.
sacks. C. raffled them off. Or D. painted them the colors of the French flag for a parade.
Raffled them off.
Painted.
Yeah.
Painted.
With lead paint, probably.
Yeah.
Maxwell?
They painted them.
They
Painted.
raffled them off.
Let's go.
Babies.
I got that.
Could you
so
imagine,
awesome.
like, you buy one, like, thinking it's a joke, and then you
Can you imagine
you have to be a
don't
parent?
get
Oh, yeah,
the
you have
baby
that
you
now.
want? Could you imagine? I wonder if they raffled for specific children,
Yeah,
or
like,
they
they-
just picked out of a hat, and you're like, you're a parent, and you're like,
Fuck.
it's not even the one I wanted, man.
Wrong race.
We want the white one. Think you
15th
have it
century
bad?
France.
About 2 billion years, yes, billion people don't have access to this common household thing. A. Washing machine. B. Refrigerator. C. Running water. Or D. A toilet.
Running water.
Running water.
Was it 2000? Is that what you said? 2,000 years ago?
Think you have it bad? About 2 billion, yes, billion people don't have access to this common household thing.
Running water.
Probably running water. Yeah.
Bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, running water is
Yeah, running
reasonable,
water.
but for some reason it says toilet. I mean, you don't have any
Yeah.
of these things. But
Outhouses were like,
well,
I feel
actually,
like outhouses count as toilets.
yeah, but it's not running water.
Well, then
Like,
it's
I feel
running
like it's
water.
Then
That's
it's
the
running
answer.
water,
Yeah.
not
a
toilets.
proboscis
Yeah, I don't
monkey
know.
will shake.
How many
this at
people
you
poop
when it's
outside every
angry.
day? How many do you think?
Wait, a what?
A proboscis monkey will shake this at you when it's angry. A. It's monkey breast. B. Double middle fingers. C. It's erection. Or D. Shit on a stick.
Shit on a
It's
stick.
the
Erection.
It is the erection.
God
Yeah.
dang it.
Don't always trust the prescription the doctor gives you. This addictive substance was once prescribed for things as common as coughs and headaches. A. Heroin. B. Oxycodone. C. Crystal meth. Or D. Alcohol.
Heroin.
Crystal meth.
Oxy?
I'm pretty sure there was a legal form of heroin there for a little bit.
Yeah,
Oxycodone
there
is
but I
still, so
think
I'm
it
gonna say
is
heroin.
meth.
It was heroin.
Yeah.
Is heroin?
Oxy's still an issue.
Here's something women will likely never admit about farting, but that is proven by science. Women, A, fart twice as much as men. B, have farts that smell worse than men's thanks to higher concentrations of sulfur. C, have stronger abdomens, allowing them to hold in farts for hours. Or D, have a higher shart to fart ratio.
Number one, they fart twice
They
as much.
fart twice as
They
much.
fart twice
Yeah.
as much.
Periods cause it.
Also, who's just housing sulfur in their buttholes? You know what I mean?
So women, apparently.
In our bodies.
That's what makes
farts
it stink.
smell worse.
Pretty sure
thanks
it's
to
the
higher
butthole that
concentrations
makes
of
it stink.
sulfur.
Well, sulfur.
That was the
has
answer?
Wait, actually?
a part in it.
Wait, what's it?
Wow.
The sulfur.
Sulfur?
Really?
Women
It
more
pays to
sulfur.
be attractive. A recent study showed that good-looking criminals, A, were more often involved in higher stakes crimes, B, got shorter sentences from a judge, C, got modeling careers after serving their sentences, or D, were released on parole more quickly.
I've heard all of those.
Yeah.
I've heard
What was
all
the first
of
one?
I'm gonna say.
They all feel like a
They were
correct
more often
statistic.
involved in higher stakes crimes.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say
B.
the first one.
I'm gonna say,
I'll go with the first one too.
Just to be different, I'll say number 2.
It was number 2. Got
Yeah,
shorter
let's go.
sentences from a
Shorter
judge.
sentences.
That makes
Kinda
sense.
messed up.
Chris Nicholson is an award-winning magician who holds the world record for A, unhooking 20 bras in 1 minute, B, nailing 30 consecutive beer pong shots in 1 minute, C, being kicked in the balls 140 times in a minute,
Ooh.
or D, smoking 20 cigarettes in 1 minute.
I want
think
to
it-
say balls.
I think it's the bra one.
I've seen.
could be wrong.
So I had the world record book with the bra guy, but I can't remember his
Yeah.
name. So
I think is that the only one that I like know,
I know
for sure
the bra
exists?
thing is a real thing. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
choose that
I'm
one.
gonna choose the bra one too.
It was Chris Nicholson who unhooked 20 bras in a minute.
I saw the
think
picture
saw
with all
that
the
on-
women.
I think I saw that on TikTok, actually. Not gonna
I
lie.
I saw like a video.
I
And
used
he's
to
like,
like-
The Sigma male.
And I used to collect the world record books, and there's a big picture of him and all the women. So
I had one. I thought, man, these are all the world's records there are. This is it.
I had like
Thinking that
one.
as a
I had
kid.
like 2 in my school library, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, the world is so full of amazing things.
Yeah, no. I eventually I found some at the library. I was like, oh, I was wrong.
Remember when
Yeah.
So
Weezer
many.
did like a whole music video about just breaking world records?
No.
Never
No.
listened. I've never really listened to Weezer.
I mean,
I've
good
listened to
for
some
you.
songs, but I haven't like dived into their catalog.
I only ever care about like 1 or 2 of them.
That's
I just don't
I'm the
care.
same as
bad.
Max.
It's not a bad thing. I listened to their album Ratitude and wish I didn't yesterday. A Russian woman is the most prolific mother ever after giving birth to a total of 69 kids. Her husband eventually did this. A, left and had 18 kids with another woman. B, sold some of the kids to pay the bills. C, realized not all the kids were his and left her. Or D, had her institutionalized.
Number 1. It's got to be number 1.
Yeah.
The last one.
Number 1
Institu-
sounds the
institution.
realest to me.
English is hard. It was he left her and had 18
Yeah.
kids with
Yeah.
her.
Dang.
Yeah.
He's got a lot in the tank. All right. And in ancient Greece, the brazen bull was known to be A, the first known fast food franchise, B, a form of torture in which criminals were roasted inside a brass bull statue, C, a game in which criminals would impale one another with bull horns, or D, the name of a prize warrior known for collecting the cocks of his combatants.
It was the
I
torture.
think it's a
believe.
torture one.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that somewhere. Maybe it was
heard
like
of
an
something
Instagram
similar
post or
to that.
something.
For
Was
sure.
it the torture?
Is it torture?
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Torture.
Torture is pretty cool. Have y'all ever heard of a blood eagle?
A blood. Yes, I have heard of a blood eagle.
Pretty terrifying to look.
Pretty terrifying. Yeah.
Next time you swallow your partner's cum, just know it has
Next
only-
time.
Can you reread the question, please, a little louder? I didn't hear you.
Next time you swallow
Slower,
your
please.
partner's
With a little accent.
More sensual.
Yeah, say it a little French.
Slower,
Can I?
concise French accent.
The next time you swallow your partner's cum.
Make me need to leave the room.
next time you swallow partner's cum. just
Are you
know-
Gru? Next time I swallow my partner's cum.
I was trying to think of a French accent. I was like, oh,
Gru ate
next
it.
time you swallow partner's cum. Like all
You
that,
said
all
more
that's
Russian.
coming. I know all that's coming to mind is Russian, and I'm like, that's
You
not.
just
it.
sound like you're gonna steal it. No, no. Swallow it.
Next time.
No, it's like with the French, it's like somebody comes to you, grab it. Oh,
Next time you swallow your partner's cum, just know A has only about 7 calories, B is loaded with vitamin C, C is good for your hair and skin, or D sticks in your stomach as long as gum.
Vitamin C.
I've heard all of those.
I think it's
it's
the
good.
vitamin. It's the vitamin.
It's got to be the
It's
vitamin.
got
I'm gonna
7
say
calories.
7. Yeah, 7
It's got
calories. 7
calories?
calories.
7 calories, not bad.
How much protein?
Can I get the nutritional facts?
I actually want to know that out. How much protein does it come?
Of course, you'd want to know, Cody. Kevin
It could be a
Cole
good
is the
supplement. You
world
never know.
record-
Yeah.
You're always looking for cheaper
Yeah.
stuff. Whey's expensive, man.
It is.
You
That's
see that
my
dog
pre-workout.
food? See that people are like trying to eat dog food because
Are
it's
you
like,
serious?
oh man, in like one cup of dog food, it's like 148 grams.
Ooh.
of
Okay,
protein.
okay, I got the numbers. It's the average protein concentration of semen is 5,040 milligrams per 100 milliliters.
How much is 100 milliliters? Is that like a Dixie cup?
Find the stats, Cody.
It's okay. One ejaculation produces about 5 milliliters of semen,
Okay.
which
So it's
about
20.
about 252 milligrams of protein.
So you need 20 ejects for.
That's a lot.
Possible in one day, but
Are
yeah.
you serious, man?
No.
I think you'd fade away.
Yeah.
you
Let's say, you shrivel up.
You'd be,
Yeah.
you might be
would
becoming protein
drastically
powder.
multiply.
Come in dust.
Kevin Cole, the world record holder for nose rockets, set the mark after shooting this food out of his snout to take home the gold. A strand of spaghetti, B, a paper clip, C, mashed potatoes, or D, a frozen pea.
A pea.
P.
Yeah, probably. You know what I've noticed is a lot of these
Yeah.
record holders just sound like losers. It's like he's made his life's mission to blow stuff out of his nose.
Yeah, or there's like, I'm going to grow my toenails for
Yeah,
50 years.
It's like that's
You
what
know,
you
it's
did.
not even like a thing where it's a world record. It's just like I can play it off that way.
Yeah, it's like they're just lazy or just a loser. And
They're that kid who rode the ride by himself yesterday.
yeah,
Well, it was a strand of spaghetti.
How?
A series of movies shot during the 1980s called the Guinea Pig films were so gory and real that A, guinea pig sales in the United States dropped drastically, B, moviegoers vomited during the trailer, C, actors had to go to court to prove they weren't dead, or D, the president's tweeted that he did not like the film.
3.
It's the actors because
I think
that's
it's
happened many times in history
Yeah.
where they think something's real. Like there was, I think it's called Cannibal something, and they thought that was real. And they
wait,
had,
is
they
it
weren't
Cannibal
eating-
Island or
Yeah,
something?
and they thought that it was real. So those people went to court and had to prove that.
because there's a scene where they tear apart a sea turtle or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, they just.
Yeah, it's a pretty rotten
and it
film.
looks extremely real.
Have you ever, anybody remember the Manhunt games?
No,
No.
Or like
Never
from the
played them.
PS2 era, and they were like probably the goriest thing that ever came out around that time. And basically,
Was it a
it's-
PS2 game?
Yeah. But it was by Rockstar, and literally you were making a snuff film. It was
Nice.
a fun thing. But no, guinea pig sales went down in the United States.
Makes sense.
All right. The record for the longest time spent without sleeping is held by Randy Gardner and is A, 5 days, B, 18 and a half days, C, 13 days, or D, 11 days.
5 days.
I'm gonna say 11.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 days.
Can
Because
you
after
read
5 days,
the
I think
amounts?
your body shuts down.
You start hallucinating like crazy.
What were the
Yeah.
amounts?
5, 18 and a half, 13, or 11.
I'll go 13.
It was 11.
Let's go.
Oh,
11 days.
What is the longest I've stayed awake is 45 hours.
That's it.
Yeah. It was so close to 48 hours, but I
Relative
was
to-
trying to go for 48.
Relative to body size, the largest penis in the world measured in at 15 inches and belonged to to a gentleman from Greece. 13.5 inches erect and belonged to a Brooklyn bro. 17 inches erect and was attached to an Argentine blue-billed duck. Or D, who cares? It's not the size of the tool, but how
A
you use it.
blue-billed duck? It's bigger than the duck.
It's the first one.
How big was
Yeah,
the duck?
I'm going 2. Second one.
I'm
13
also
inches.
going the second one.
It's gotta be the first.
I'm going to just say the duck. Just on the off
Relative
chance.
to body size, the largest penis in the world measured in at 17 inches erect and was attached to an Argentine blue-billed duck.
What is
crazy.
That's-
what
I-
happened
I
to this
don't like
duck
that.
in
Is
his
there a
life?
picture?
Wait,
Relative to
I've seen like videos about like the world's largest human penis.
I
It
heard
didn't say
that
human, it just said relative to body size.
I
It's
heard
a trick
that
question.
the human world largest got discontinued because they found out he put weights on it. and
So he's stretching
he
himself?
stretched it out.
No, yeah, he put a rod through it. I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that he had like put a rod through
Oh,
it.
he did.
Just thinking about that makes me
yeah.
I like how one of the first.
That is a legitimate form of sexual pleasure too.
Oh wait, sorry, no, I'm thinking of the longest erection. There's a guy that actually stuck a rod so it couldn't go down. That's the rod one I'm thinking.
Oh, well, okay.
And it was
yeah.
like for 2.5 years.
People
or something.
actually stick like tiny little rods in their
You get a
penis.
picture of the duck?
Yo, that's...
Holy crap,
Hold on.
Wait.
Pass that around.
bro! He's like mating with females from like across the road.
I don't think.
Why did the
he's-
duck cross the road?
I think he'd be immobile. I think
Yeah.
that duck would be immobile.
Check that out.
An 80-year-old man living in a remote Iranian village went how long without bathing?
It doesn't even look like
A,
a real
5
duck.
years, B, 10 years, C, 40 years, or D, 60 years.
40 years.
40 years. 40.
I wasn't listening. I was too busy looking at the duck.
A guy didn't bathe for a really long time. How long was it?
Yeah, I'll say 40.
5, 10, 40, or 60 years.
40.
60.
It was 60.
Yeah.
Oh, I
knew
had
that
hope for him.
Here's your duck penis.
I seen the picture of the guy. Have you seen how he looks?
Yeah, it's pretty
He's got like
Yeah.
a beard,
It's
right?
rough.
And like,
It's dark.
yeah.
He's a white man that looks black.
If you're driving and a deer jumps in front of your car, it's recommended that you A, yell at the deer, B, swerve to avoid hitting the deer, C, keep driving straight, or D, slam your car into reverse.
Wait, what? I know you're just supposed to keep on driving. If that's one of the options.
Yeah.
Keep on
Yeah.
driving.
C.
You just keep on driving.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, oopsie! I didn't do that when I almost hit a deer. So
No, yeah, you're supposed to hit it head on.
It's
oh well.
like the Titanic. It's worse if you try to dodge it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one car really far behind me, so
Or
it didn't
go down in a
matter.
submarine
I
to
just
see
remember
it.
the night that like we got out of a Lutheran church parking lot after the car broke down and we were just driving, and not even like 30 seconds out of the parking lot, we were just driving. and then
Actually, the car was really far behind me, but they weren't paying
Just
attention to see that my lights were
You
on.
just
I was
totally-
stopping, so
Jumped into the middle of a story.
yeah, you did. But it's
No, you did.
No, you did, Cody.
Oh no, I was talking to him about.
But he was
But
telling.
But he was in the middle of
stories.
speaking.
That's
Yeah.
about that Lutheran church accident, man.
I mean,
We're on
both
mics.
have-
What's wrong with
Cody?
you?
Wow.
Why am I the bad guy? all of a
rewind
sudden?
the tapes. Oh, that's right. We can't do that. Oh, Rutherford, where are you?
Pretend we did.
I mean, I know everybody else here has heard the story
pretend that
anyway,
we
so
rewind the tapes. In an early Mickey Mouse cartoon, Minnie falls in love with someone else. Mickey reacts by A, trying funny ways to kill the guy, B, trying funny ways to kill himself, C, scoring with Daisy Duck, or D, trying funny ways to kill Minnie.
I think it's probably
See.
to kill himself.
Funny ways to kill Minnie.
Probably kill the other guy.
I think he tried to kill himself because old cartoons were very suicidal.
It was B, he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
There's like so many. There's like a lot with like children,
Yeah.
like child characters in those where they're like, oh, they don't like me. I guess I'll kill myself.
Yeah. And 1 in 400 men admitted to being able to A, make themselves orgasm just by touching their own nipples, B, masturbate more than 4 times a day, C, beat off in the bathroom at work, or D, give themselves a blowjob.
What was the percentage?
1 in 400 men admitted
1 in
to being able
400?
to.
They could suck themselves off.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's rarer than that, though.
Yeah,
1 in 400?
it's probably jerk off at work.
It could be.
I'm gonna
I
say
feel like
masturbate.
that's probably more
I'm gonna say
common.
masturbate 4
one?
times.
Let's keep in mind
Or
it's
the 4
admitted to
times.
it.
Yeah,
That's,
it's
that
masturbate
is
4
true.
times.
That's admitted to it.
Yeah.
I think if you could suck yourself off, you'd probably tell more people than
Yeah,
if you.
I'd be kind of proud of that.
I'm going to stand
It's
by my
masturbate.
I'm
1
gonna
in 4
say the
times.
last one still.
Yeah.
Alright, so the answer is 1 in 400 men admitted to being able to give themselves a blowjob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've
So
been
it's
going,
more than you think it is, but it's still not a lot.
Alright, well, we've been going for a little
I've
bit
seen some
here.
people do
We've
it.
done a handful of questions. We can either keep going, or you think that's a good spot to end it?
I got to go to work.
I think it's a good spot.
Y'all can keep going, but I gotta scoot.
All right. Well, I think that's a good spot to end. With that being said, thank you all for joining us in today's exciting episode of A Distinguished Conversation, where we played a game. And honestly, I really like playing games on these. They're pretty fun whenever we don't like incriminate Cody as someone who is an advocate for.
Rape.
Yeah, so bleep it, man.
But,
We're up to like
This guy's a
5
Nazi.
bleeps. To like 5
You
bleeps.
tricked me into advocating for that.
Off mic, he says some really
tricked
fucked
me
up
into
shit.
advocating for
He says some really bad stuff.
Are we talking about me or Cody?
Cody.
Okay, yeah, Cody.
Cody's a Nazi.
Cody is a Nazi.
He hates Jews
He wants to rape him.
and women. Why do you think he's gay? It's because he hates women.
I think Josh is
It's
my
not
best friend
because
now.
He actually is attracted to men. It's because he hates women.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like
Max,
Andrew.
you have to
It's like
walk home
Andrew
now.
Tate. It's not. He doesn't really just hate women. He's just
Don't
gay.
you dare compare me to that man.
I'm just saying you're
I will
right.
drop
Tate's
you right
nicer
now.
than Cody.
Yeah.
I've been so supportive of your book, Max, your podcast. I've been trying to be so supportive.
Tell me about
and-
Thank you for tuning into a distinguished conversation. You can follow us at a distinguished conversation on Instagram, on YouTube, and the Spotify's.
Check
Go
out
check out
Traditional
Max's
Thinking.
Traditional Thinking because he forgot to plug his own stuff in his podcast.
Yeah, also check out the distinguished conversation.
Oh, also, check out my brother's podcast, Unordinary People. He talks to people that are unordinary. So yeah,
Yeah.
on
Well,
Spotify and
Like Cody?
YouTube.
You can find Max and all these other people probably on the Insta chats. So yeah, go do that if you want or don't. I don't know. But either way, we're just trying to find a way to end this. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.